What's up, guys? Jason over at Kaiser Willys. I'm going to try to do this kind of quickly. I am taking phone calls at the moment, but that being said, I did rig this up for a customer that had a question with the turn signal switch. And basically, I created a mock of the vehicle. We've got a left and right tail light right here. I've got a battery supply that I'm supplying power and using as ground since I don't have a natural ground here. Got our turn signal switch. I've got our ignition switch. Got our right and left turn signal marker lights, flasher and socket. So here's the turn signal switch kit. This is the one in black. I know this is all kind of jumbled up and all that kind of stuff. The yellow wires are my grounds. Basically, I just ran a post through here and attached them all and attached the blacks from the power supply, which is the ground. So creating ground to everything. So each one of these things right here underneath, I have these yellow wires right here going to the stud on the bottom side of this. So when this is actually on the vehicle, it's going to have a natural ground. When these are on the vehicle, they're going to have a natural ground. So this is just kind of what I did to make this sort of operate. So there are two different switches that we get. Sometimes we just don't know which one we're going to get. Basically, this one right here has an extra wire here. So it's a black wire with a purple tracer. That's the only difference between the two kits. If you have this, it goes to ground, and the blue will go over to the P, which is going to be the center post on the flasher. I'm going to have a link to the diagram that we have on our website in this video, but what we're going to do here, we're going to simulate the way that this works. So we'll turn on our power unit. You can see we're getting about the amount of voltage as an operated vehicle. So when you turn that on and you turn the key, we now have power to the unit. And if you notice right here, the red is actually left open. This is going to our brake light switch. You've got a fusible link wire that's going to come with this unit, and this will go to the brake light switch. The reason why I don't have this hooked up to anything is if I did, it would send power and I would have all of this would be on because the brake pressure switch is telling you that it's braking. Or at least the tail lights would illuminate. All right, so taking a look at what the colored wires are. So you've got orange, which is going back here to our driver's side rear. We've got brown right here, and that is leading back to the passenger side rear. You've got the yellow, which is going to the left front, so it's going to coil out here and come out to this yellow wire that's going into the switch. And then our front right is going to be green, which is right here. And that's coiled up in here as well. So those are our colored wires. The only three that would be left are going, or well, four in this particular version. You'd have the red, the blue, the black, and then this purple guy, this black with a purple tracer, which is right here. So black with purple will go to ground. And that would leave the last three wires here to the flasher. And what we've got is we've got our black wire, we've got our blue wire, which is pilot, and then I've got this wire right here, which is part of the actual socket. And I've tagged this in, and that is hooked up on the accessories terminal on the switch, meaning this is only going to operate when the vehicle has the run function in place. So either we've got the key turned on, the engine's going and everything's operating, or this is clicked in auxiliary. And so we've got power coming in, which is going to be the XL, which is the load out, which is going to be black, and blue, which is going to the center post right here for pilot. That pilot is going to light these guys right here. So now that we've got all this in place, we can turn the key and you guys can see how this is going to operate. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and simulate as if we're doing our turn signal. So this would be sitting in the dash just like this. If I'm making a left-hand turn, our left hand is going, our left hand is going. Come back to center, right hand. So we're making a right hand turn. Right hand is flashing. Right hand is flashing. Put it back to center if you wanted your hazard lights on. Let's say you're stuck on the side of the road, you pull that guy out, turns it on just like the red triangle on a common day car. And to make that go off, flip into any turn signal position and it'll pull this back in. So that's our turn signal switch kit. And again, turn it off with the key. Power goes off to the switch. So if you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call. Refer to this video if you have any questions with your install. This is just one of those commonly asked questions that we get a number of different times. We wanted to kind of lay it out as best we could so that you could see it. It's kind of hard to do behind the dash. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that helps.